Let's have a talk. We need to talk. These words run a chill down the spine every day. Be it at your office, be it back at home. We are not used to of having to talk. With the advent of digital media, we are so much reliant on using our WhatsApps, our SMSs, emails, Snapchat for that matter, in communicating, in telling what we feel. We have somewhere lost the skill of being able to hold a decent conversation. What is a conversation? How is it different from communication? Conversation is when you talk to somebody and you're not speaking about just the facts that you know, but you're engaging into an emotional exchange about a topic that holds value for both you and the listener. Communication is more of one way. What I'm doing right now is a communication, and hope that this communication evokes some emotion somewhere and it leads to some sort of a conversation between us. There are several articles, various TED Talks devoted on what needs to be done to hold a good conversation. From whatever I've learned, I've heard or seen over the last few weeks, months, I think there are three main things. First and foremost, be present in that moment. You might have tons of knowledge about a topic, but if you're not present in that moment when somebody is speaking to you and you're stuck with your mobile or looking at a pretty woman walking down the street or just distracted by plain noises around you, you will not be able to contribute effectively in a conversation. It would lead to become a one-way communication. The other person is speaking, you are listening without making a sense out of it. A few minutes down the line, you're looking at watch, what time it has happened, or would be thinking of something. You would be somewhere else. Best is be present in that moment. We know we cannot, because of our habit, we cannot switch off our mobiles in every talk we do. The best you can do is put your phone upside down, make it silent, or just ignore it for a while. Second, don't go on talking about how much you know. The idea of conversation is exchanging the thoughts and enjoying those thoughts. If I keep on telling what I know, the other person would feel, oh, this guy's a know-it-all. Or the person might get intimidated by sheer knowledge the other person has. The whole idea of having a conversation gets lost in such instances. The best is share some, learn some, share more, learn more, share a lot more, learn a lot more. Do not go talking about how much you know. Do not let your own knowledge bias affect the other person's ability to share or intend to share the stuff that they know. Most important in having a conversation, talk less, don't stop talking. Talk less, listen a lot more. Listen to the cues, verbal cues that person is leading out to when they're having a chat. Don't only listen to the words. How much is the other person engaged in a conversation with you? Probably some of the stuff that you do with your body is affecting the other person and they're not able to contribute much to the conversation and they might be feeling left out. If you want to be in that conversation, be there, talk less, listen a lot more. You will learn something new. I have not been a good conversationalist. I have run away from communication and conversations. But what I've tried is over the last few days is read a lot more about it and try to practice some of it. These three things I have tried to practice and I can say yes, I have made some steady progress. A lot has to be done. I have to go a long way into it. I read a funny piece somewhere. A conversation is like a mini skirt. Short enough to retain the interest and long enough to cover the entire story. I wrote it down somewhere, so everyone forgets it. Have a good day. Hope you enjoy this talk. I'll be writing a lot more about this topic. This is an interesting topic to write about. Watch out my LinkedIn post for this. Thank you.